Today, I'm gonna apply 100% organic luxury makeup on my face. This is the brand Weiss. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it correctly. She's from Denmark, I believe. All of her makeup is 100% organic and sustainable. That's what she's all about. Let's just jump right into it because we have quite a bit of products to play with. Let's start first with the base products, which is foundation. So I do have two foundations. I wanted to try them both just because they're both so intriguing. So the first formula is their Liquid Touch Foundation, and they're both each retail for $48 US. And this right here is what they look like. It's a beautiful glass bottle and they're very heavy. And then the cream foundation, I got two shades as well, the same exact shades, and each foundation retails for $45. So the liquid foundation, we'll try the left side, and then the cream foundation, we'll try on the right side. I wanna first start with the liquid, and let's go with the darker shade now. Ooh. When you take it out, it feels very wet, liquidy, and a little bit like serumy, oily. But when you touch it, it's a very like moussey-like. In their videos, they used fingers and a sponge, but I'm just gonna use a brush to get as much coverage as I can out of this, and then I'll try to go over with a sponge if I have to. The color is a little too yellow for me, especially the second shade, so I'm gonna go in a little bit more with the lighter shade. This straight up smells like, you know, the big red gum? Smell this, like straight up. It looks like it's applying really evenly. It's not getting splotchy, and it's applying with the brush relatively easily. And it has a nice natural finish. My skin is still peeking through, but it's not super heavy looking on my face. So let's move on to the foundation, the cream foundation. Foundation is not as creamy as I thought it would be. It's not really picking up product as well as I thought it would. But it's definitely picking up a little bit of product here and there, which is good. And they did say to make sure your face is really moisturized before you use this product, because it definitely is more of a matte. They're saying it's a semi-matte finish, and it's definitely medium to full coverage. Okay, I actually like this better on my skin. It's giving me a lot more coverage, a lot faster, but I don't need as much product. And I like the finish on my skin also. Even around the nose, I can see this foundation right here. But this one, wow, okay. Let's move on to concealer. And I did pick up two shades as well. This right here is heavy. I feel like I could give these to Emmerich and he could legit work out with these and gain some muscle. And these concealers, they retail for $38 US each color. And I got shades F110 and F120. So I'm pretty sure I got one shade lighter than my regular foundation color. That's very bright, and it definitely has more of a cool undertone, which is nice to brighten. Yeah, this concealer is really weird in texture. I don't know. When I'm applying it, it feels like I'm applying no product to my skin. I can't even explain. It feels dry. That's what I'm trying to say. It feels dry, which is so weird. And I'm gonna use a brush. I'm gonna work these two products in. Doesn't really seem like it's full coverage concealer, which I think they said it was a full coverage concealer. Okay, this is weird. It's a weird formula. Do you see how I'm having a really hard time blending it in? Wow, and it's like stuck right there in the inner corner. You guys see that? All right, let's move on from the concealer. So for the cream contour, we're gonna use a Tom Ford, just to stick with like luxury. Tom Ford is definitely not 100% organic, but I do like this contour. For the blush, I have two shades, and like I showed you guys, this is the different packaging you can purchase, and each cream blush retails for, I believe, $32 US. I think that's only for the refill. So this right here, they're both refills. This shade right here is called Blossoming, and then this right here is Precious. So I kind of want to mix the two together and see what kind of shade we come up with. Oh yeah, that's stunning. Okay, these blushes are beautiful. Very easy to work with, very easy to blend. I don't really have to try too hard. The way it's sitting on my skin is really beautiful. Let me see their highlighter. So they're both powder. So I have a powder highlighter and then a pressed powder. So I'm gonna go first with the pressed powder. And this is just translucent, I believe. And the pressed powder, yes, translucent. And this retails for $36. It's a very soft powder. I'm just kind of blending that concealer in. And let's go in with the powder highlighter. The highlighter is shade Beam, and this retails for $36 US. It's very minimal. Ooh, that's pulling gray on me. Nope, 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 nope. Not the highlighter for me, because you can see when I go, you can see that shadow right there. All right, let me grab an eyebrow pencil to fill in my brows. Okay, each eyeshadow, the refill, is $27 US, and I believe this one right here is 35 with this packaging. And I'm gonna start off with this shade Angelic. It's really beautiful, very light pink. I gotta admit, this packaging is really cool, but it's really unnecessary for just one shade. It's very heavy. So I feel like if you're just using one shade and that's it all over the eyelid, you might be good. But if you're using, like I have right now, I have 5 different eyeshadows. I just wish they had more of a palette instead of just single shades. That's just me personally. That's a really pretty color. That's very creamy, very easy to blend. I'm gonna go in with these 2 shades right here, kind of work between the two. I'm just gonna start with that same brush. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm not loving these eyeshadows. I really liked the first shade, but I feel like this shade right here, I'm having quite a bit of a hard time adding pigment. I just feel like I expected more from a $27 eyeshadow. I'm gonna go to the eyeliner pencil, and I picked up shade Black, and this retails for $26. Okay, the formula, not creamy. I have to press pretty hard to get any kind of payoff. Do you guys see that? I feel like this is really gonna cause irritation on my lid. I like a powdery formula, but when it's creamy. Like for example, a really good formulation for this is an eyebrow pencil, is the Gucci eyebrow pencil, and that one is like a powdery but super creamy formula. It's a very interesting formulation. This right here is just one of those pencils where it's super stiff and not as much color payoff. Like you can see, like it looks gray rather than black. So this eyeshadow right here is called Onyx, and I'm gonna use, let's say, kind of like an angled eyeliner brush. I'm just gonna go over. Oh yeah, there we go, that's much better. For the lower lash line, I'm going in with this shade right here. Again, I think it's Wisdom. And I'm just taking that to smoke out the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the lightest shade. I'm just gonna take that right into the inner corner. That looks like it's brightening it a little bit. This is their volumizing mascara, and this retails for, whoa, $38 for this tiny little thing. And the wand is super flexible with the nylon bristles, and this is one of my least favorite type of wands. I don't mind the bristles so much, it's the wand. I don't like when it's so flimsy and flexible. I like a more stiff wand just because you can really make the wand stick into your lashes. And Andre's laughing at me because he thinks this is hilarious. So I'm hoping, see, like I can't really make the wand stick on my lashes, so, oh, this is gonna be, yep, I can already tell. This is gonna take a while to build up volume. The formula seems pretty good, but the wand is a fail. So far, this mascara is also somewhat of a fail. I'm not enjoying it. Ugh, it's $38. This is annoying me. Ooh, it smells good. Positive. Smells good. I've never actually had a mascara that smells like this. It smells like, why does it smell like roses? Is that roses or a different flower? It smells floral, florally. Florally. Is that a word, florally? Just applying some mascara to the lower lash line. And I'm also struggling. I think we're done with the base. I think last but not least are the lips. And for the lip liners, I picked up shade Rose and Bear. And each lip liner retails for $30, which is expensive. And then I got 3 lipstick shades, $56 each lipstick. Wait, is that serious? Oh, that's with the case. So the refill is $32. With their iconic edition case, it's $56.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. One thing interesting, I watched an interview with her on YouTube, and she was explaining that the girl was asking her, like, if you're new to clean beauty, what would be the one product that you would switch out from like the like regular beauty products that aren't clean, that you don't use organic ingredients? And she said lip products. So
that's her most expensive?
I think so, honestly. 56 bucks for one lipstick. Even the foundation is not even that expensive. I think I might do Gracious and Bare. It looks pretty pigmented, but my lips are still a little bit darker than this lip liner. Okay, these pencils are a little bit still stiff, but they're creamy also and pretty opaque, which I like. I wish the eyeliner was like this. And I'm gonna go with Rose, just all on top of that. Let's go with the lipstick. Like I said, I wanna go with Gracious. Ooh, let's go with a little bit of Serene. Formula is a little bit drying. I think I'm happy with the way everything came together. I think I actually really like the colors on my eyes. They're not so intense, and it's very wearable for the daytime, and I feel like my green eyes are really popping right now with those really cool tones. I wish they were a little bit more pigmented and more creamy in texture. I know they're powdery, but there's so many beautiful eyeshadows, especially more luxury eyeshadows that are very beautiful. They're powdery, but they're very creamy. They blend so easily. They layer really easily. You can get really great payoff, like color payoff. And I feel like I was struggling with these eyeshadows. So I guess you could see it as it's a very forgivable eyeshadow, but for that price, I feel like I expected a little bit more, and it's a disappointment for me personally. And then the next disappointment is the mascara and then the eyeliner. They're both, I don't know what is up with those formulas, but the eyeliner is so dry and it doesn't blend really easily. It's just a very dry formula. It's not creamy. It's not as opaque as you would expect just a regular black eyeliner to be. The mascara, honestly, to me personally, is a joke. For what was this, $35 or $38? $38. The wand is so flimsy, like look at this, I'm barely pushing it and it's so flimsy. For volumizing mascaras, these bristles are totally fine. I'm okay with these bristles and I prefer them for my volumizing mascaras. But I want my wand to have a little bit more stiffness because you really want the wand to stick to your lashes and kind of wiggle and roll to really build up that volume with the mascara formula. But this one right here is just so bendy and flimsy that it doesn't want to stick and grab onto your lashes. So like you can see, my lashes have seen much better days, and for that price, that's why I'm docking so many points. Moving on to the products that I really enjoyed and I can't wait to play more with them. The cream foundation and the cream blushes. I'm blown away at how much I'm enjoying the cream foundation. I usually don't stick to cream foundations because I feel like they're a little too heavy, but this right here is kind of blowing my mind, and I can see why they're one of their best sellers. Look how beautiful it is on this side of the face. I think it definitely has more of that semi-matte, like they're saying, finish. It has more of that velvety skin-like finish in my opinion. My skin is still peeking through, but it's all one even tone, and you can't really see it just sitting on the skin. And their cream blush is stunning. Both of these shades right here, so easy to use. They mix so beautifully, and they do have like a very natural sheen to the cheek. I applied a little bit more blush on top of that highlighter because the highlighter, in my opinion, is not beautiful on my skin and it's very lackluster. I don't know what to say about this concealer. There's so many good concealers on the market and more on like the clean beauty side. This concealer in particular, the shade range is pretty bad. The formula, like I said, it's very weird. It's super moussey, it's thick, but also very dry at the same time, but also a little bit more like serum-y / oily. Like you guys saw, I had a really hard time blending this concealer, even with a dampened sponge. I had to go with my fingers and then a sponge on top to really kind of blend it all in place. I'm not a fan of this concealer, and I honestly don't even want to keep playing with it because it's way too expensive for what it does, and it's not giving me anything from what I'm looking from a concealer. And then last but not least, lipstick products. I think the lip liners are really beautiful, and so far the lipstick formula and the lip liners are really comfortable on my lips, but I'll keep you guys updated. I really want to see how this wears throughout the day, and I'm excited for some of these products to keep playing with them, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. It's the end of the night and I'm so ready to take this makeup on. take this makeup off. It's been over 12 hours and it's not doing so good. The eyes are not doing so good. Look at how bad it's creasing. If I'm looking kind of straight at you, it looked pretty good. You can kind of see a little bit of the eyeshadow at the top, but you can see in the bottom, I got quite a bit of raccoon eyes from the mascara, but the eyeshadow definitely is smudging. The eyeliner is kind of moving around, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely because of the concealer. Even though I barely applied any to my eyelid, it just does not want to work with me. It doesn't look good. I do have to say, I think my base, it actually still looks pretty good. I am looking a little bit shiny right here, but I haven't touched up since I applied it earlier today. I'm seeing a little bit of dry spots right here, a little bit of like wear around the nose, obviously a little shininess, but everything actually looks still really nice. I'm really impressed with actually both sides, liquid and the cream, but I still prefer the cream. I think it wore better on my skin from the very first impression, the initial application to right now. I think it looks better on my skin. It kind of just like sunk into my skin and it became kind of like one with the skin, if that makes any sense. I do want to mention something about the lipstick because I was eating, drinking pretty much like all day today. That lipstick tastes good. It's sweet. It's a sweet lipstick. It actually has a pretty decent taste. I think that's why she was saying that the one thing that she would say to somebody that is jumping into clean, healthy beauty is lips, just because we literally eat the product that's on our lips if you do reapply the lipstick over and over again. And a lot of lipsticks that are not healthy, they don't have great ingredients, so we're literally ingesting them into our body. So they're expensive. That's a very expensive lipstick to eat. It might as well be delicious, you know? So I think overall, I wouldn't say like jump on this brand to try everything all at once, just because it is so expensive and you might not enjoy everything, just like I didn't enjoy everything. I really enjoyed the cream foundation. I really enjoyed the cream blushes. I really enjoyed the lipsticks. So there's definitely products you can dabble in, but I wouldn't recommend really jumping in head first and trying everything. Like I said, like even she said, try out lipsticks. I think her lipsticks are beautiful and there are different formulas, I believe. And there are a ton of shades to choose from. It's not just neutrals and nudes. But I'm really curious to hear from you guys if you have tried this brand and what products have you tried? How do they work out for you? Please let all of us know. But for now, you guys, thank you for watching, spending time with me and this 100% organic, luxurious makeup brand. And I'll see the next one very soon. Bye.